Hello, how are you doing? I am Bert. I buy, enjoy, review, and trade guitars. In today's review, we have this Epiphone Dot in cherry red. It's made in 2013. It's different for the recent inspired by Gibson series. I got this guitar on a trade to an Epiphone Les Paul. I was just curious about it, and because there are so many people selling this guitar at a somehow low of a price. The used prices are around $300 to $400 US. It was still in good condition even though some hardwares have some rust. I think it is just normal for an almost 10-year-old guitar. However, there are no major defects on this guitar. I got this because I was really curious on the general feedback on this guitar. That it is not that good, that the pickups don't sound that good, and the build quality is not good as well, because it was made in China. This is the common thinking the period it was made, around 2013. I could say that the vibe and presence of this guitar is quite stunning. The color and the shape is elegant and something good to look at. Here are 5 things that I like about this Epiphone Dot. 1. Its build quality is solid. The wood and the way the neck and body is joined are really good, and it feels like a solid guitar. Well, not solid because it's a semi-hollow body. What I mean is that it is built well. This Epiphone Dot 335 does not feel cheap at all. 2. The finish is great and it is well painted. You can even see the wood grain, and the cherry red color is it's stunning. 3. The tuner. They are Grover tuners. These tuners are smooth and stays well in tune. 4. The feel on the hands. Then neck is rounded and a bit thick. The neck feels solid and quite on the beefy side. You can really feel the chunk of its neck. 5. The headstock. It's beautiful. I just like the headstock design of these older Epiphones. Here are 5 things that I don't like. 1. The slightly hotter output pickups. The neck reads 10.4, both pickups at 4.6, and the bridge pickup at 8. I think they are a bit hot, but I don't see a need to replace them. You can still work around it to get some good semi-hollow tones out of it, either by lowering the amp gain or lowering the volume pot, and even adjusting the tone control on the guitar. 2. The weight. I don't like its weight. It's a bit on the heavy side at 3.8 kilos. The back and top are a bit thick, which may explain the weight. 3. The output jack thread length. It's short and it often gets loose and went inside the body once. Good thing there are tutorials in YouTube on how to fish out that output jack. So if you notice that your jack is a bit loose, please try to tighten the output jack immediately. 4. The paint is quite thick for me, especially on the neck. For the body, it's just okay. 5. The tone. Well, this can be subjective and might only be for me. To my ears, the tone of this guitar is not an immediate semi-hollow sound. Could be because of the higher output pickups. You have to make adjustment on your gear setup. This guitar is for those who want to experience the classic and intriguing ES335 feel and looks. And I think that for most people, changing the pickups might be needed because it is a bit on the high output side. For the beginners and working musicians that wants a semi-hollow, I highly recommend this, and I think this could do the job. For the collectors, of course, you should get this, but at a fair price, which I will discuss later at the end. If you are planning to get this, most likely it will be in the used market. And there are lots of them. Just look for the best deal and price, and maybe from a reputable seller. Now, the fair price range for this is around $300 or 18,000 Philippine pesos if guitar only. If with hard case, it can range from 20,000 to 22,000 pesos or $340 to $380. As usual, please check the guitar personally. Look for cracks in the neck and body joints, and with the nut as well. Some faults that you may find that can be normal with models from 2015 and below are scratchy volume pots and toggle switch. But try to wiggle the switches, as most likely it was just stored for a long time. Also, some rusts in the tuners or hardwares are normal, but make sure that they all work, meaning the tuners freely move. And if possible, try the truss rod if the action will react. The no-nos for me are paint chips or cracks. Look for other sellers. It will be harder to sell again. So that's my take on this elegant Epiphone Dot. If you want to hear how it sounds like, please check the videos I made here. Until next time, enjoy your guitar